got drama, ladies and gentlemen, and it is continuing from yesterday's. In case you don't know what happened yesterday, I posted a video on Jinxie basically crashing out at Supercell because they had no mention of him or any other creators in the blog post that the Supercell CEO makes yearly, crediting the game's success to the beautiful decision-making of the development team, which is just very far from the truth. But an update on that. The blog post has had an updated apology to it. Since this blog was posted on 10th February, I've seen the reaction to the Clash Royale section, and I want to address it directly. In short, I failed to acknowledge the role that creators, pro players, and the broader community played in Clash Royale's resurgence. That was my mistake. M-dash. No one else's M-dash. And it runs counter to everything I believe about the impact creators I had. I'm sorry, I just don't believe this. Like, this just screams, but AI aside, even if it's not AI, it just sounds like AI. It just screams damage control to me. It just screams, oh my god, everybody's crashing out, we need to do something. We didn't rewrite the blog post. We didn't, this is just an added apology for, look, they literally call out Jinxie directly. Like, oh wow, creators like Jinxie returned to the game with incredible passion. And like, we saw, it's just, the intent was never to diminish anyone's contribution, but intent doesn't matter when the impact is real. This is so just, like, I ratioed this guy. This is such a pitiful attempt at covering yourself, but whatever. A nice little 2K to 1.5K ratio. To be completely fair, I don't really think that he is in charge of what's going on. Like, I think he just gets told what to say, like gets updated by the Clash Royale development team or game leads or whoever's in charge of that. I don't really think it's his fault, but he's the one who posted it, so he's going to get the backlash. It's kind of how it works. So I actually made a little community post, or not community post, quote tweet on this. I find no reason to believe they actually believe this and aren't just responding to backlash. Nothing they have done shows me they understand what it takes to keep Clash Royale alive and commit to the player base. I would love to be proven wrong though. Yeah, because I would really like to be proven wrong and like to show that they actually know what's going on with the game and they actually care and they actually believe that the creators are doing this. But right now it just looks like they're doing it because they need to cover their asses. Now, this was actually a little, what on earth is... Oh god, something's blowing up. We have actually received an apology. Do you think there will be any action steps from the team to improve the game? Says Juicy. Oxlet, two really nice and pretty big Clash streamers. The issue is this isn't an apology for the updates that are draining the game of all the things we love. It's an apology for the lack of inclusion of creator acknowledgement. There has been zero accountability for the core problems plaguing the game right now. Exactly. This just looks to me like damage control. I don't think that they believe they're doing something wrong with the game. Like, they go with the hero update and the level 16 update, take absolutely no feedback from the creators outside of a couple of balance changes in the last god knows how many months, and honestly, I don't see it getting better. If they don't know or they don't admit to what they're doing wrong, or they don't admit that if they believe that what they're doing in 2025 or what they did in 2025 actually helped the game, we're cooked. We're cooked because they're just going to keep doing it worse. Realistically, they barely did anything in 2025 to actually help the game and help the player base. It was really just majority Jinxie blowing up the game and then other creators using that spurt to make excellent content themselves and help keep the game going. And now it's just fell off a cliff faster than anything I could ever think of. Now on to the actual things that, we came here for. What's updated from yesterday, creators have started to boycott the game. Now, there was apparently a creators showdown on February 15th that I don't know where the source for this is. I heard it got canceled, but I don't know if that's true or not, because I heard that Riley and Ken boycotted the Creator Showdown tournament. I won't be playing in the showdown on February 15th. Wish everyone who's participating a good experience. That's kind of crazy. No, like, Riley's one of the biggest Clash creators in the entire game. Like, he's probably top 3, right? It just won't be participating. Now, Ken, I checked his Twitter, he hasn't said anything since November, so I don't know if he's boycotting it or not. But this is what I heard. It's the rumor I heard is that since Riley actually boycotted it, I kind of, I kind of believe that that's actually what happened, but I don't have a source for it. Now, Boss, another Clash Royale content creator, has said, I've done streaming Clash Royale gameplay until they make some changes. Only news videos on the game for now. Hope other Clash Royale creators boycott in some way too. Now, I would personally love to participate in like a stop doing content boycott, but unfortunately, I can't afford to do that. So it won't won't be on the table for me. But what I would like to propose, maybe this isn't good enough. I don't think I'm going to spend another dime on the game until I don't really spend that much anyways, but I'm going to not spend a dime on the game and I'll make a community post as well, urge you guys not to spend a dime on the game either. Now, I know you literally have to pay to be able to progress in this game and to be able to play in this game. Like, you literally need to have the hero goblins. But honestly, maybe that's not good. Maybe I should do something else. I can't realistically stop making content on the game. I could stop spending money. I could make a community post asking people to stop spending money, but I don't. If you want me to, I will, because I just don't think that's going to have that much of an impact, but I'd absolutely be willing to participate in a sort of a boycott thing. Unfortunately, stopping streaming or gameplay videos is just not a good idea for me because, you know, bills need to be paid. Rockstar goes, look at the size of these balls. Bro. All English-speaking content creators are publicly coming out against Clash Royale, and I think this is a really good thing, because you know what I think this means? I don't actually want to show that anymore because I didn't read the comments. There might be some bad comments on there, but I don't think that, or I think that this is a really, really good thing for Clash Royale, because if you have the bigger creators coming and stepping out against the game, saying something, being verbal, being vocal, it helps smaller creators like myself feel like we can actually say things without having that much backlash. Because in case you don't know, like, there was an Aragon situation earlier. I don't know too much about it, but I feel like they can just alienate smaller creators if there's only a few people, like my size creator just goes out and starts speaking against Supercell. I feel like we just get stripped of our code and nothing happens. Not that I'm worried about getting stripped of the code. I've been very vocal against Clash Royale for a long time. I've said a couple of things in support of them, of course, because I don't think that, you know, everything they do is terrible. I just think that 99% of the things they do are terrible. But yeah, I mean, this is just... If Riley and other big creators are willing to come out and say things, then it's going to open the door for everybody else to come out and say things. And they're the only reason this game is still alive. Don't get me wrong, because all the casual players are leaving. And, you know, it might be a good, fun game to play, you know, when you're playing on the toilet once a game or once a day, you know. Not that you go to the toilet once a day, but you play the game on the toilet once a day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but basically, I feel like this is a really big step for Clash Royale, is creators vocally stepping out, and that's something I want to do is with this sort of stop spending money thing. I don't think it'll have that much of an impact, but I want to be able to do something to show that, you know, on top of what I've already done, I don't support this game. I don't support how they're treating the creators, how they're treating the community, how they're treating casual players, free-to-play players, even pay-to-play players. Like, the reason that I don't think a boycott would work, like, money-wise, stop spending money, is because the top 10% of the people are the ones spending all the money, and they're going to spend money regardless of the state of the game. They've been spending money throughout the game's history, which is why the game's revenue has existed. Now, the reason the revenue boomed is because more people are coming to Clash Royale and more people are paying. And people who wouldn't usually pay are now spending money because they like the state of the game. They like just spending money on the EVOs that have come out or whatever have you. Now, if all those casual players have come to the game, started spending money, and the revenue has boomed, as soon as you kick them all out of the game because you don't know how to support them, they're just going to stop spending money and the revenue is going to tank, which is what's happening. So I realistically don't think a boycott would do anything, because the people who have stopped spending, or the people who would stop spending money in a boycott, have already stopped spending money or have already stopped playing the game entirely. But still, I'm willing to come out and say whatever you think is a good idea. I'm not saying that I'll only do it depending on what you guys say. I just don't know what the best idea for me would be, because I can't stop making content on the game, if that makes sense. But yeah, basically, that's pretty much what's happening today. More and more boycotts are happening, and more people will probably be saying something throughout the day, because it is pretty early and the blog post just came out. And honestly, I am really excited for, you know, Clash Royale's comeback, I guess. I think there's a lot of things there. Let's put it this way. I think there are a ton of things they can do differently to help the game, but they haven't done any of them in the last 5 years. So I don't believe they're going to actually do them, but there are like a billion different things that this game could do to make the game better. And so that excites me. That excites me a little bit. And you know what? I do have hope for the future of this game, especially if creators are willing to be this vocal and this adamant about change coming to the game. Let me know what you guys think. Love you, and I'm still going to post Clash Royale content and try and help you guys enjoy the game. So, because I'm enjoying the game a little bit, but I don't enjoy how they're treating the creators or how they're treating the community or anything they're doing, to be honest. I just enjoy, you know, the freaking mobile card game. Love you guys.